Hello and welcome to another episode of the Portrait Profit Show, the first of the year 2023. Thank you guys so much for being here today. My name is Jim Landers, and my mission, well, it's simple. I help portrait photographers just like you make a great income doing what they love. Each week on the Portrait Profit Show, you get tips and systems on the business side of photography designed to help you gain a mastery over marketing and sales, reducing the struggles that most photographers face so you can finally get what you deserve. You're in the right place. Welcome to the Portrait Profit Show. The Portrait Profit Show is brought to you by Digital Pro Lab and the Landers Photography School. And with Digital Pro Lab, Amanda is here with us. Hi, Amanda.
Hey, Jim, I'm so excited to be back.
Yeah, I'm glad to see you. Did you have a crazy December?
Yes, it was insane. It was record breaking, which is
Yes,
awesome. And, we're
love
starting
that.
the year off right. We've got phones ringing off the hook already, which is great. We're starting off strong. We ended strong. It's all good. Broke records, which is great. So we're ready to take on 2023. We've got a lot of stuff coming down the pipeline. You know how community focused we are. So we're going to be launching something pretty big here pretty soon with a launch party on January 13th. More information at the end of Portrait Profits I'll share with y'all. But I miss
Looking
everybody.
forward to it.
Thank y'all for being patient with me and letting me step aside so I can help our customers and help the crew just kind of get through that last quarter because it was crazy. But I'm excited to be back, and I'm excited to for today's topic, artificial intelligence. That's cutting edge stuff. So I'm
It should
excited.
be fun, right?
Yeah, yes, I love it.
And there's so many ways to apply it. Of course, we'll hear one of those ways today with someone who's coming to us from across the other side of the entire earth. Is that cool or what?
I think that's great. I think that's what's great about platforms like this is we can pull people in
Hmm.
from all over the world, right? So I think
That's right.
that's amazing. And I'm excited about artificial intelligence. I mean, there's a lot of things that are getting pushed through in our spaces, right? We've got artificial intelligence being pumped through into Adobe's products as well, that are really innovating those markets too. So I'm
Yeah,
excited.
yeah, that's right. Ah, this is great.
I know a lot of energy in 2023. Let's do it.
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right. Well, let's I, I told our guest that we'd bring him in about 10 minutes in, but man, I'm too excited. I want to I want to move right into it.
Let's do
And
it.
so I'm going to bring him on and we can, visit with him for a moment. Then I'm just going to give him the floor to share. I may pop in here and there at the question and you may as well. But he's going to share what his business is and what he does and how this benefits photographers of all types, not just portrait photographers. I mean, this is what Portrait Profits is specializing in, but
Yeah.
this helps portrait photographers as well as all different types of photographers. By the way, for those of you who are watching, I want you to do me a favor real quick. I want you to enter in hashtag live. I want you to comment hashtag live. That tells us that you're here. Also, and I'll put this on the bottom of the screen before leaving a comment, and we definitely encourage comments. We want that interaction. We want you to click on streamyard.com/Facebook if you're on Facebook. If you're watching on YouTube or on LinkedIn, I think there's a link on those too, but it's on the post. You may have to click that little more button, those little three dots. Click on that more button to see it, so that we can see your name. Now, if you want to remain anonymous, don't click on that because we're going to know who you are. We want to know who you are so we can say hi to you. And so please enter in that hashtag live. But as we're going through, ask questions, make comments, and also show our guests some love. Say thank you. Show some appreciation. Say we appreciate you. Staying up late because for him this is late. For us this is midday, but for him this is pretty late. But share with him. Hit that love button. Hit that like button. We love that. Any interaction we are happy with. And so let me see. There's several of you who've already said hi, so I appreciate that. So hi to Dave and hi to Liz
I know.
and Happy New Year. We have several anonymous people watching, which we appreciate. Uh, Stacia is here. Another Dave. Good. Taisha. Hey, Taisha. I'm glad you're here. And Suri, Leah, man, a bunch of you. Uh, thank you, Suri. Uh, there's I'm putting on a bunch, but there's way too many for me to put on. I really appreciate it. You guys keep on making the comments. I love this. Hey Rick, glad you're here. And let's see, man, a bunch of you. All right, I'm not going to be able to get to all of you, but keep on, bring them in. Happy New Year to you. Glad you're here. Love it that you're here. Good seeing you guys. Good. All right, so let's bring on our speaker today. This is Aayush Arora coming to us from the other side of the earth. Hey, Aayush.
Hey Jim, how are you? Hi Amanda, how is it going? Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year.
Yes, I am tuning from India. It's crazy. It's the other side of the world for sure. And it's kind of midnight, so I think it's morning for you guys right there. A kind of an afternoon, I guess.
Just barely.
Yeah. So I had done my dinner, and you must have done your lunch.
Well,
Um,
maybe some of us are having lunch right now.
Yeah, but I'm so excited because first of all, this is 2023, and this is my own like first live of 2023. So it's full of energy, it's full of enthusiasm, but at the same time, I'm so happy that I'm here with you guys, to help the community, understand AI more positively and better, and give my knowledge to the community of whatever I know about AI, and how we have used AI to help other photographers in the world to transform their own businesses. So yeah, I would love to help people out here, and thank you so much for running this community and helping people every week out here. This really needs some dedication.
I appreciate that, Ayush. We love it. Amanda and I and a lot of other people in the community just love uplifting the photography community. And so we, I think, are pretty good at supporting each other. There's always ways that we could improve. But man, the energy that Amanda and her team at Digital Pro Lab bring is fantastic. And there's so many others, and so thank you for all that you do to help out photographers around the world.
Well, it's a kind of funny story. When I was starting, I was just starting like a kind of a project, and I was not sure that it is going to be something that is so valuable for all those people in the world. It was just a random project after
Yeah,
understanding a pain point of one photographer, and trying to help that photographer in solving a problem which he was facing on day-to-day basis.
yeah,
But after that, it sounded like it's a problem for everyone, and AI can really solve it. So we just jumped into it. And today, it's really great that AI is something that people are really understanding. The people who have actually shown kind of resistance in the early days when we started in
yeah.
2019, now these people are again coming back on the platform, and asking how they can use it, if we can help them understand it better, how they can save their time, can they actually automate A, or can they actually automate B, like what exactly they can automate. um, After I saw Lensa, one of the app that got viral on internet, and then I saw Chat GPT, that was the buzz all around. And not only I, but everyone in the world was, just looking at ChatGPT and looking at Lensa to create their own avatars. Uh, I really saw some, growth in terms of AI, and I really saw that this is something that people are really understanding now, and they really want to use it.
Did
Uh,
you did you find that with 2020 and shutdowns and everything that really people had to embrace technology? So maybe that also might be some of the the fear is kind of gone because we had to get through it. We had to get through it. We had to innovate. And now I think people are kind of at a better foundation to grow into that.
Uh, to be honest with you, 2021, like when COVID happened, we thought that there are no events happening, there are no photographers now doing any shoots. What will happen? Like people might not understand that what we are serving is actually, solving a problem, and we thought that maybe nobody will be there to actually, use it, but it was just opposite because everybody tried to save their money at that time and nobody wants to outsource post production. Everybody focused on automating their own work, and we become a solo entrepreneur. And at that time filterpixel acted like an employee to them, an employee which is a virtual assistant, an employee which can serve them 24 hours, can do their job while they can actually focus on their business. you know so things like that really helped, because that was mindset that changed during tough times when people realized, oh, I can't afford a big team. I need to focus on what is important. And I have to really care about what I can automate and what I really need to do by myself. And that was a light bulb moment for a lot of people in the world where they first understood AI for the first time. They started using terms like automation on Google. They don't know AI. What they search is like, can I automate it? Can I do it automatically? Things like that they searched. And then they came across that there is something that people are using, and they call it AI, some artificial intelligence, and is going on in the world. And then the buzz started. And we have seen photographers um, who actually, initially were having problems in understanding how AI can help them save time in their business, because AI has to kind of understand their business needs. You know, so for example, at Filter Pixel, which is our company, we help photographers to automate their post production. So we help them by automatically selecting their best photos after a photo shoot. So let's say I have 5,000 photos in the SD card or drive when I come from a shoot. And today, if I don't use automations, I have to go through each one of them in Lightroom, manually, or Adobe Bridge manually, and have to check which one is perfect, because I can't deliver all of them to my client. I don't want to overwhelm my client, right?
Yeah,
At the
sure.
same time, I can't deliver less because otherwise my client will be in trouble. For my business, it is really important that I deliver quality photos, and I should not spend like weeks or months to deliver it because my client is not going to wait. Some portrait photographers were having a turnaround time of 48 hours, which was crazy when they were having like a lot of shoots one by one each. Um, and then when they came across our software, they started using and putting all the photos into the software, and the AI automatically understood what they like, what they don't like, and based on that it started making decisions for them, right? Like an assistant. Hey, here are your best 100 or 200 photos that you might like to take to your client. Their delivery time from 5 hours just come down to 15 minutes. So now instead of spending 5 hours in front of computer, they're hardly reviewing photos for 15 minutes in front of a computer. And then they are um, taking everything to Lightroom after the culling or the selection process has done, which was really interesting. So
Yeah.
I told you, right? We started with one photographer,
Yeah.
um, and we thought maybe if we can solve this problem for one, he can tell like five more, and he did. After he saw that there is something into it, he brought more people into it, and he asked how can I help you more? You just like changed my life. And we just asked them, hey, do you think like more people have this problem? He said, yes.
Hmm.
Like all of my friends have this problem. How, oh, they also use this software for free? We said, yes, it's beta, like it's beta. Everybody is going to use it for free. We just need feedback. And that feedback cycle continued for the entire 2019 and like kind of mid 2020. And we were kind of ready with the product where we thought, oh, really? We are saving time for people, and we started asking these questions, all across. How much time do you think we save you? Surprisingly, a wedding photographer said, weeks, and a portrait photographer says days. You know, so we saw that people are
Yeah,
somewhere saving 5-6 hours after every photo shoot, based on how many photos they're clicking, which is worth
that's amazing.
which is really worth. If you just think about 2022, when you think about how much time you have spent with your family and friends, or how much time you have spent in growing your business, and how much time you have spent in front of a computer, you know, the time that you spend in front of a computer, if I can automate all that for you so that you can actually spend either with your family or to grow your business, I think that's worth it. And that is our goal, helping people, saving their life, helping people, give them more time back to their life so that they can spend it wherever they want, whatever they love, mostly with their friends or families because they care about that. Also with their business, because we saw people talking all around that they were not able to do or think like this can happen, like somebody can actually understand how they
Yeah,
select photos,
yeah.
and sometimes we get amazed that we created it, to be honest.
Cool. Well, uh, I want you mentioned that you could give us uh, an example of how this works. So I'm gonna um, I'll take Amanda and I off the screen and give you the whole screen so you can do that. And if either one of us has any questions while you're doing that, we'll just pop in and ask. Does that sound good?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay,
That would be great.
awesome. I'm gonna take us off, and it's all you.
Okay. um, okay, I hope you can see the screen. um, so basically this is our app. When you log in, you come to the dashboard where you can actually create a project. um, so you can create a project right here, and then you can upload any folder containing your files. So basically, you can drag drop, if you have anything from your SSD, you can directly drag drop here while creating a folder. So for example, let me pull up my SSD, and then I have this folder from a photo shoot of a wedding, and then I put it here. So when it opens up, it asks me what type of AI I want to use. So first I write the project name. For example, I write Jim and Katela wedding. If I'm shooting a wedding or a portrait session, based on that, I can write anything here. And then I choose the AI. So I can choose portraits, I can choose weddings, I can choose others. And I will tell you later, you can create your own AI assistant as well. So, which is maybe not wedding or portrait, maybe wildlife, nature. There can be multiple which you like, the type of genre that you shoot. So you do portraits and you start now, like one click. So basically, when you do that, the AI automatically start processing your photos. So let's say there are 5,000 photos imported over here. It's so fast that all the previews are kind of available. While the AI is analyzing every single photo, you can actually zoom in and check everything, like everything is here, like manually to do. But on the top is the main part. Like the AI needs 39 minutes to process like kind of 6,000 photos. And then it automatically start percentage here, so you know like how much progress it has made. And what is happening right now is like it's just going through all the photos and it's trying to figure out which one are having issues like out of focus, blinks, and it is marking them as kind of rejects out there. It is not deleting any photo, it is just tagging them. And that is important, which we understood from photographers. They don't want to delete any photos. Um, so, and then here is like all the photos which are not having any issues. And these are the ones which are having technical issues. Now, what happens is when you end up by creating a project, you kind of, this is done already. So you have, let's say, 15 photos as rejects automatically, like the AI has rejected. You can check them out if you really want to see them. So you can check, okay, why the AI has rejected these photos. So there are tags right here which actually tell them why the AI has rejected these photos. Like this is out of focus, the kid is out of focus. So you can see the face all over here. You don't need to actually do what we generally do uh, in Lightroom. We go photo by photo, and then we kind of zoom in and then check the face. And after checking the face, we go back like this, and then we make a decision. The AI has already rejected this, and it has also shown you the face on the right side automatically, so that you don't need to zoom in again and again for the faces, which is brilliant for most of the people because they don't want to zoom in, zoom out again and again. So similarly, here is like the AI thinks it's bad because it's partially out of focus, plus it's having low quality eyes. The eyes are kind of closed, so it is rejecting that as well. So the AI is gonna reject all the photos, but let's say you want to take some photos back. So for example, though this is blurry and then the entire face is gone, I can't like correct this face anymore. But let's say I still want this photo back. So all I need to do is like kind of right click accept, or I can press P key on the keyboard and it automatically accepts that and it goes here in the accepted pile. So now these are the photos that are accepted, and the AI thinks that they're brilliant, they're beautiful. You should definitely give these photos to your clients. But at the same time, out of 191 photos, AI selected 115, and you might like kind of just like want to deliver 60 or 50. So in that case, you actually can drag the sliders, which is here at the bottom of the screen, towards the right. So the slider is helping you to narrow down more. So let's say I just want 50, 60 photos. So the more I drag the slider towards the right, the more narrower the selection becomes. Let's say I drag it towards 66. Now there are only 47 photos remaining. And now, because these are 47 best photos, I can actually, maybe I can select all of them. I want all of them. So I make it 5 stars, or I do whatever. I can play around colors, stars, whatever my workflow is in Lightroom or some other softwares. And then I can just click export, which is one click to take to Lightroom or to any local folder on your drive. So you just say, I want to take it to the Lightroom, I want to take it to the local folder, and then you export it. And when you export it, Lightroom automatically opens, it takes all those photos into the Lightroom, and then you see all the metadata which was there inside Filter Pixel to the Lightroom as it is. So everything that is inside here is also shifted to Lightroom. You can also actually export it to a place in your hard drive. So you can actually export it anywhere, whether it's documents, downloads, or you can create your own folders in your drives and you can just export it there. Also, there are like a lot of functionalities in the app itself, which are in depth, but this is like the basic of whatever we have done with this like 3 simple steps: import it, let the AI do its magic, export, right? But if you want to see So let's say after the AI has actually given you the final selections, you actually want to check few of them whether you want them or you don't want them. You actually can go through all the ones, for example, this one and this one, and you can actually check what AI has accepted and what AI has not accepted. So here we have like written kind of +1 on the top of this photo, which indicates that there is one more similar photo to this photo, which means that there is an alternate which the AI has not accepted, and the AI has accepted this one instead. So I want to check that. So I click +1, and I see here that they are hugging. Here they're kind of not hugging, and the AI has picked the hugged one. But I can actually make this as my final selection, and I can actually reject this or can clear the tag. I don't want this one, and I can go back from here. So you have full control over the AI. It is just kind of an assistant to you. So either you can go through quickly all the selected ones and you can make final decision. I love all these photos, to be honest. Uh, and I don't want to narrow down anything further from here. But still, like, it depends what kind of photographer you are, what kind of photo session you have, how much deliverables you have promised to your client, if any, and based on that, you actually deliver a final number. So use these sliders to narrow down further, or you go through manually here and reject whatever you don't want. For example, like this one, I actually AI has to keep one of those, but I really don't want any of them. So I reject this one as well and I go back. So things like that give you full control over the AI process. And at the same time, it saves you time because now you don't need to spend time in like the rejected ones. The AI has automatically figured out all the bad ones and put it into a separate pile. The AI has automatically figured out the best ones and put it into a separate piles. And these are going to be your duplicates. Like the 62 photos here are going to be the duplicates. So you don't even need to go through them. So all you need to go through is like 114, and then you can quickly go through, um, make your final selections, and check. The best part is there are some cool filters here. So you can actually filter photos based on, are there any hugs? Are there any kisses? For example, like I can actually check, if there is a hug, proper hug. So I can click hugs and the AI know like in this photo, people are hugging, and it gives you that beautiful moment out there if you want to ship it to your client. At the same time, you can actually find out intentional closed eyes, which is kind of an interesting uh, AI thing. So here's a story for this. So we initially created an AI which find out whether the eyes are closed or not. And a lot of people complain saying there are a few moments in which eyes are closed intentionally. And I think AI cannot figure out that where eyes are actually closed intentionally, or they are actually closed, because of an awkward shot or a blink. So we created a filter to prove ourselves. So we created and we named it intentional closed eyes, so that we can give them a confidence that AI can actually find out what is intentional. So you see all these photos, and I'll show you one by one. So this one is like, it's definitely a closed eye, but it's not a bad photo. So the AI has accepted it, and it says it's an intentional closed eye. Uh, Similarly here, you see this kind of looks like a closed eye, but actually it is a kind of face expression, and I would not mark it as a bad photo. So I have the AI has accepted it, and it says like kind of an intentional closed eye again. So similarly, like these are photos where people are just looking down, people are looking at each other, people are hugging, kissing, reading newspapers. All those moments, AI can actually figure out and mark all of them as intentional closed eyes, so that it doesn't reject anything which is really usable. So we put our energy to create an AI which is really accurate, at the same time can do some work and save time. So all they need to do is just export whatever the AI has selected, and they're good to go to ship to the client. So I give like kind of a small demo for this one, but let me know, Jim, if you have any questions, or should I continue?
Yeah, I have a question from Julie. Uh, does it export as a JPEG?
Um, okay, so I want to answer that question by showing it. So basically, when we are exporting it, we are actually not creating a copy of it. So it's not actually exporting a JPEG or a RAW. What it is doing instead is it is kind of creating XMP files in the same folder in which your actual RAW files are present. So what is happening when it creates XMP, it writes all the data, what it accepted, what it rejected in those XMP files, which are read by Lightroom. So we don't need to create or export it like a JPEG. We just create XMP, and which is read by Lightroom, and all that data which is accepted and rejected or star or color is directly transferred to Lightroom. But at the same time, when you export to a local folder, you can actually decide on your disk whether you want to move photos or copy photos. So if you have actually imported raw files, then when you move, it will actually move the actual raw files. And when you copy, it will actually copy the actual raw files. But if you have imported JPEG, then it is actually moving or copying the JPEG itself. So for export to the local folder, you are moving or copying. But when it says export to Lightroom and you click export photos, it kind of gives like this kind of pop-up, and then it opens Lightroom, and then it actually transfers all your photos to Lightroom itself. So you don't need to worry about that. So right now I'm in Lightroom, as you can see, and it is opening kind of my folder. And it is showing me here are all my photos, but there are few photos on which we have right ticks. These are the ones that it has to import because these are my selected ones. And when I say import, all these photos will come automatically to my Lightroom, which I have selected in Filter Pixel. So it is not creating or exporting it as a JPEG when it comes to Lightroom. It is just transferring photos because it is opening the same folder which is present on your hard drive inside Lightroom as well, just creating XMP inside that folder so that Lightroom can read the metadata. Does that answer your question, Julie?
She said thank you. Let me bring that up. Yeah, and that's pretty cool. I was wondering the same thing.
Yeah. So that passes through the star ratings as well.
Yeah, everything. Like you have star ratings, you have color ratings. They are directly transferred. You don't lose anything. So like if you actually do a kind of color rating out here and then a different color rating out here, they actually directly transfers to Lightroom. Or your star rating, you can actually filter everything like by a star or color out there, just like in Lightroom. So everything is here. It's a fully culling software. It's a proper dedicated culling software with an AI functionality over the top, so that you can actually use it and to save time. But at the same time, you don't need to learn something new in your workflow. You can quickly use it and it sync automatically with Lightroom. So you still remain inside Lightroom and you don't lose anything which you have worked over years.
That's great. Do the tags also pass through?
Yes, so you see accepted over here written,
Okay.
which is a kind of keyword tag.
Mhm.
So whatever you are actually here, they're like accepted or rejected or duplicate, and all that is passed here as a keyword tag. So you can actually filter via tags.
That's really impressive.
That is.
So you don't need, just think about this, because everything comes back to Lightroom, and Lightroom is your single source of information from where you move your galleries here and there. The only thing that is changing right now in your workflow is you are saving time, because now in Lightroom you have everything marked automatically, and you can just deliver 5 stars from here to your client just by clicking a publish button within the Lightroom itself. Or you can drag and create a new folder and drag them there, and like say AI selected ones, and then you can narrow down further. So whatever your process looks like, everything is here so flexible. The only help this software is doing for you is kind of saving you time so that you don't need to go through all the images one by one.
Is David's asking, is this an editing process as well or a culling process?
This one is a culling process, but David, we are coming out with editing in Q1 2023. So just look forward to it.
Okay.
That's
I
that's
thought
a
I was going to know the answer to that question. Clearly, I didn't.
well, we got this request from a lot of people saying you have saved us a lot of time when it comes to culling, but we actually spend a lot of time in editing as well when it comes to standard edits in Lightroom. So is there anything the AI can do when it comes to fixing white balance or the saturation or exposure, the AI can learn from me, but at the same time, I just want to own my own style. Like this is how I edit. If the AI knows it, I just want to give that to the AI and let AI figure out my style and like let the AI automate that process for me. So we're working
Wow.
kind of an year on that. So this is like now we are in a good shape where we are coming out with a beta release in Q1 this year, and now because everything comes in the Lightroom, we are trying to give a kind of way in the Lightroom itself where you can actually edit within the Lightroom without going anywhere from here automatically. So just be here in Lightroom, edit everything here inside it, and then ship it. So all you need to do is focusing on your business rather than post production. Focus on your business, use AI, at the same time focus on your creativity aspect because that's important, but remove all the monotonous and boring work from your workflow.
Nice.
Does the system have intelligent learning as well incorporated into it yet?
Yes, so I will show you that. Okay,
I'm
so
excited, guys. I don't know about y'all.
Yeah, this is
there
amazing.
there are two ways in which the AI learns from you. One, normal way, which is like, hey, actually, I chose this photo, but the I like this photo, but the AI has choose a different one. For example, like um, let's say I don't like this photo and I rejected it, and now what happens is whenever you press anything on the keyboard, that's a kind of AI learning. So we take that data from you, that is what you don't like, and we train the AI back on that. That is one way you train your AI. But that process seems longer, which means let's say you do 5 projects, and then every project, when the AI selects for you, you go through the selected ones and you say, hey AI, you like this one, but I don't like that one. So maybe you should swap that, or maybe you should not select or reject. That process is a bit longer, but the shorter way to do that, the kind of same process, if you have previous photo shoots, if you are doing weddings or portraits from years now, and you have kind of like 4,000 or 5,000 photos with you, we have kind of called another feature, which is right now working, which is called Filter Pixel Assist, and this is for selected users. Right now we have launched it to 100 users right now, and we are working with these 100 users to understand how we can make assist better. So what you do here is you go here and you create your own AI assistant, which means an AI that actually learns your culling style, that understand what exactly you like, what exactly you don't like from your previous photo shoots. So let's say I create new and I name my assistant as maternity portraits. And for example, I can describe anything out there. And when I create a model, it says training maternity portraits assistant. And it gives you some tips, which says total images to be uploaded should be between 2,000 to 10,000. And you can upload all the raw or JPEG, whatever you want. And you actually upload your selected files of your previous photo shoot right here. So for example, you are doing photography from past 2 3 years 4 years now. You might have a lot of work that you culled manually, that you actually selected and rejected. So we want you to put all the ones that you selected over here and all the ones you didn't select or didn't ship to your client here. So this does not mean that they all are bad, but this means that these are the ones that actually didn't go to the last selection because of a reason. Maybe they were duplicates, maybe they were not good enough to ship to the client. But this one are the best orders. So you do that, and then you submit. When you submit, um, the AI automatically um, start the learning, and at the same time it just gives you a kind of notification that it is learning right now. It gave me error because I uploaded lesser than 2000 images, but you can create your own assistant, and at the same time you can just click submit here, and after you click the submit button, it gives you a notification saying your AI assistant will be ready in 24 hours. And after 24 hours, you get an email in your inbox saying your AI assistant is ready. So, for example, I created multiple assistant for myself. When I click, I have created one for real estate. So, for example, I was having a lot of photos in real estate. So I created one AI for real estate. Whenever I'm shooting real estate next time, I'm using that AI now. I created one for natural light portrait. I created one for product photo shoot. And then I created maternity portraits right now. And I have my own personal AI for wedding. So you can actually create multiple type of AI by importing your previous photo shoot. And when you create new project next time, it will actually show you right there the AI that you created to use. For example, right now it show you wedding, others portrait, but all the AIs that you have created there will reflect here. Let's say you have created one real estate, so it will reflect here as real estate AI. And next time you use the project, next time you create the project, you will use that AI instead, right? Because that is your own personal assistant.
Ayush, is this software at some point going to be able to handle things that aren't portraits? Anson was asking things that other than portraits. Will it be able to do that too at some point?
So as you see here, this is like wedding and portraits for me because I actually am doing just wedding and portraits. But as I said, if you are a sports photographer, or if you are a nature photographer, or if you are a wildlife photographer, or whatever you are, just go here and create your own assistant. So what you need to do if you are not belonging to wedding, events, sports, or anything like similar to that where humans are involved, maybe you just go to our chat from here and you ask here, hey, can I get access to filter pixel assist? So basically when you do that, my team is always online, so they're going to respond you how you can get free access to filter pixel assist, which is actually important for you because if you are not doing wedding or events or portraits, it's really important that you create your own AI from your previous photo shoots. So after uploading your previous photo shoots, the AI will learn you as a person, and the AI understand if you're a sports photographer, what exactly you are paying attention to when you are selecting or rejecting, right? So you can create any type of AI irrespective of your genre. All you need is assist.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Tony asked if we have, can you rename files, add captions, transmit through FTP?
So basically the only thing that we created this software so simple, no renaming, nothing fancy. What we do is we give you a kind of boilerplate from where you start your editing process. So you just clean the mess out and then you take it to Lightroom. So all that
Perfect.
renaming and everything you do inside your Lightroom, just the way you do it or any other similar software.
Good.
Here, you just clean the stuff out.
Okay. That sounds perfect. Sounds amazing.
And that
Yeah,
XML file data can also be read in something like Photo Mechanic, another software, correct?
Yeah, so basically when you export it, if you export it to a local folder, let me actually take these like 113 files and make it to a local folder. So when I open the folder, it opens up kind of like accepted, because I just exported the accepted files, and these are all my JPEGs or whatever I imported with XMP files. Now I can take this accepted folder into Photo Mechanic as well, and all my selections will appear in Photo Mechanic with my star rating and color rating or whatever I did.
Nice.
So it's kind of an independent of software. It doesn't matter what exactly your second step is after Filter Pixel, but yeah, Lightroom has a seamless integration for sure. That it goes to Lightroom with a single click.
Very cool.
In fact, I tried something cool. I don't know if I can show here. I was trying to play with Apple Photos recently. And what I did is I kind of created a project in Apple Photos, and I was trying if I can use Apple Photos and I can transfer photos from Filter Pixel into Apple Photos in some way, because I want to make it independent of Lightroom as in general. So I kind of like selected these two photos and I'm trying to drag drop like this, and boom, they're there, right? So anything you can select and drop, right? And it doesn't matter whether it's Lightroom or Photo Mechanic. So it goes like this anywhere, right?
Nice.
So after my 113 selections, I select them all. And these are the ones I'm going to take out from Filter Pixel app, and I drag them here, and then I import. So everything comes here in the Apple Photos. And I just say final edits, and everything is there in the Apple Photos as final edits now. And I can take them anywhere, edit them, but everything remains in my Apple Photos, Lightroom, whatever your workflow is. Are you a kind of Apple Photos user or a kind of Google Drive? You put it on Google Drive, or you take it to Lightroom first. Whatever your workflow is, it's a one-step process to actually drag drop by just selecting it or clicking the export button.
Wow. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Nice.
I hope it really adds some value, because the idea is to help people reduce their computer time. They should not spend like hours in front of a computer, but instead use that hours in growing their business, thinking about new ways in which they can grow, taking new courses, building new skill set, you know, understanding what they're lagging in the business, thinking about from a business perspective, because photography is not about post-production. At the end of the day, it's a business. So it's very important that we develop a business mindset and we try to use technology wherever it can help.
I agree with that. And tell us about, I'm going to put your address on here. So if someone wants to find out more information, they can go to filterpixel.com. And you've got something that you wanted to share with us that's coming up, right?
You're saying like what they can do in from the app, like
a contest.
Oh yeah, oh that way. Okay. Are you guys back in the? Should I stop sharing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, unless you want to share it that way.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
We're done. So we were using like Filter Pixel so far, but I have an announcement to make. So we collaborated with 5 educators um, who were taking different kind of courses, boudoir, wedding, portrait, courses for people, and we asked them what is the one thing they want to give for free, because it's an year end, right? So a lot of educators come forward and they gave the entire course for free to the winner of a contest. So we created a contest out of it, and we said we are doing 2023 giveaway, right? And I'm gonna share a link right now on the private chat, so maybe you can just share it further with the audience.
Okay.
So 2023 giveaway is something that is going on right now. The results are going to be announced on 15th of January. We have Vanessa Joy, whose wedding course is there. We have, a lot of educators from the industry who have given their course. We have companies who are donating presets for free. We have a camera bag sponsor who is giving their who is so kind and whose name is Kindly. So they're giving their Kindly camera bag as a giveaway. Um, so basically, we curated all that together as a 2023 giveaway, and all they need to do is go to this page um, and and just participate in the giveaway, right? And we are going to announce 8 winners. It's for everyone. It's not one winner. It's 8 winners, and it's 8 prizes, right? So more opportunities actually. So we have, um, you know, Vanessa Joy, Courtney Michelle, Rennie Brown. We have Camera Bag, and then we have Unraveled Academy. They're giving like 6 months of subscription of their education, right? And we have preset companies like Archipelago Presets who are giving, their preset collection for free. So I think this is the best time to fuel your engine. If you get this, you have a lot to learn, right? For 2023. So we started it in December 15, and we did it like kind of a month, and we are wrapping it up on 15th of Jan. Um, so there's plenty of time still to participate and win the contest. But I believe that if you are into photography business, you have to learn everything possible from wherever you can. And when we curate different educators together, maybe you don't want every course, but even if you get anything, I think it just build a kind of a layer on your skill, which is not bad at all, which is really helpful and gives a new business direction to you, maybe at a point in life.
Well, Ayush, your product filter pixel is awesome. It is really cool. and the fact that you've got some stuff coming up here that's going to make it even better is pretty exciting. So I'm going to put your website address up there one more time, so you guys who are watching can go to his webpage and get more information. So, is there anything else that you'd like to wrap up with, Ayush?
Well, I would just say, AI is gonna love you, and you have to love AI back. The reason that a lot of photographers are kind of right now in a situation where they are confused about AI when it comes to adopting it in their business. But
Yeah.
we have to remember that when we shifted from film to DSLR, only those people who took that challenge earlier have taken the advantage. So there were a lot of people who have shown resistance in the early days when DSLR digital was coming. And then there were people who were actually open minded, went through the flow, and actually checked what digital is. And if that really helped, they took it positively. So I guess right now is the era of AI. And whoever will jump the bandwagon right now will gonna realize in 2025 or 2026 that they're already ahead of the curve, and they have taken the right decisions by automating stuff and learning AI when it was new, when people were still, kind of skeptic. They were the leaders who actually took that edge and automated their businesses, you know, and now they have more time and they have more time to think through their business, take it to a new direction, grow more, learn more, join more courses, love their family. You know, uh, I think if the technology is matured enough, we should definitely accept it. And at the same time, we should just check out whether it helped our business or not.
Very good. Thank you, Ayush. I appreciate it. Now, it's late where you are, and so for us, it's midday. For you, it's probably well past your bedtime.
Yeah, it's
It
12:30.
depends. So thank you so much for sharing your story, your software, your thoughts with us. We definitely appreciate it.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And Amanda, thank you so much, for being here, listening carefully, and adding your value to it.
Absolutely. Well, bye for now, Ayush. Thanks again.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Well, that was fun. So Ayush has shared some stuff, and we've heard of AI before. That's nothing new, but the things that it's able to do sounds pretty impressive. Um, I think I'm going to start using it. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm literally running through my head ways that I can incorporate it into our business because
Yeah.
20 what year we're in 2023. Yeah, all last year I incorporated about 4 or 5 different AI technologies because we were kind of in the explosion of growth, and it's like, how do we do more without spending a whole lot more, right? Because we wanted to be in a good position for 2023. So even coming in now in 2023, looking at a technology like this as a photographer, yeah, you need to be doing that now in order to kind of give you a head start in, even in just for this first quarter, even prepping you for next year, because God knows what's going to happen. Sometimes you just need to jump into it, at least dip your toe, learn it a little bit. I think he did a really great job introing the product. I'm ready to dive in. I mean, I know a lot of us are using Lightroom. Jim, you're aware I teach Lightroom classes. So for me to see something that's going to actually speed up even something like Lightroom that's fairly quick as it is, that's game changer for our industry. So, I'm really excited and glad that you brought him here on Portrait Profits because, I always learn something. I know everybody learns something, and I see a lot of fabulous people already in the chat. Anson, I haven't seen you in forever, so hi. And
Yeah,
hi
that's
everybody
right.
else. I mean, we've got sports photographers in there too, so that's
Tony, that's right.
how impactful that software can be from different strata of just our industry of photography and art in general. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what 2023 is gonna bring with some of these innovations that are starting to pop out. So it's great.
Absolutely. Well, there's just a handful more things, guys, that we want to share with you. If you're watching live, do us a favor and enter in comment #live. Let us know you're here. And I'm going to tell you about a couple of the upcoming Portrait Profit shows and a couple of things that I do. And Amanda's going to share something that's coming up on the 13th, Friday the 13th. Real soon. So real quick, let me tell you what the next 2 sessions are for for the Portrait Profit Show. As you know, we do this every single Monday. And so this coming Monday is the second Monday of the month. And we move that time from noon, like we do every other time. We move it from noon to 6:30 in the evening, just so that those who can't make it at noon can see it. But also we change it up. We have a panel. And so we'll have a discussion panel on next week, 1 week from today at 6:30 in the evening. Make sure you put that on your calendar. And then 1 week after that, we're going to do the perfect price list for portrait photographers. And that's going to be our 100th episode. 2 away from today is our 100th episode. What do you think about that?
That's insane. I feel like I blinked and all of a sudden we're at 100. That's great. Good job, Jim.
So that's on the 16th, the perfect price list. And so I want you to put that on your calendars. Guys, what other people charge has no bearing whatsoever on what you charge. You have your own goals, your own things that you're trying to accomplish in this life. And if your tools, and price list is a tool, if your tools don't help you build what it is you're trying to build, then it's not the right tool. Just because someone else says a hammer is the best tool does not mean you trying to build uh, I don't know, a bookcase or a I don't know, put a toilet in. There you go. That's a better one. You don't use a hammer for that. Just because someone else thinks that there's a perfect tool does not mean it's the right tool for you. And so there is a perfect price list for you. And it has nothing to do with what other people charge. Now, there are some types of photography where it actually does matter, but for portrait photographers, it doesn't, unless you're real high volume. But most of us watching are lower volume photographers. And so therefore there is a perfect price list that is unique to you. Let's talk about it on January 16th at noon. Put that on your calendar. And Amanda, can you tell us about what's coming up on January 13th?
Yes, let me see if I can present it here. So I go to share screen. And it's going to pop up. Give me 1 second. There. All right. So we have, I don't know if y'all remember, but we used to have something called Power Hour, which we used to do. I think it was every Thursday, every other Thursday. Sometimes we would have some night events that we would do. But we kind of took a step away from that the last couple of years because there were some other organizations, other centers that were doing some stuff. So we said, let's let the community kind of handle some of that. But since then, we've noticed this kind of need again for for us to come in and really program some educational opportunities for our photo community. So on January 13th, which happens to be Friday the 13th, we're going to celebrate the launch of our new photo nights, kind of community photography education that we're going to be showcasing, which is generally going to be every other Wednesday night. The classes are typically going to be about $25 a piece. We're bringing in all types of photographers. It won't just be a photo 101 class. That's not what we're looking to program in. We're going to be looking to do something with a little bit of a twist. So even one of the first classes, and you'll be the first one to hear it, other than when you come to the party, hopefully. But the very first one is called Printing with a Twist. It's going to be taught by one of our actual employees. Her name is Dominique Beltran, and she is an innovator in what I've seen her accomplish with her photographs. So not only is she saying, let's go ahead and print, but printing something out doesn't have to be where you stop. It can be a place where you start. And she's going to teach techniques of photo collaging and really taking your print to the next level. So we're really, really excited to see that, as well as have additional classes that are going to be programmed in there in software, in lighting, all that good stuff. So again, the launch party for that's going to be this next coming Friday. It's coming up pretty soon. So not this Friday, but next Friday. So it'll be nice. We're going to have a DJ. We're going to actually have a liquid light show, which if you don't know what that is really, really exciting. And it's something a little outside the box. So you can come and enjoy that. There's going to be some photo opportunities there, but really it's just a great excuse to get the community together, our photo community in San Antonio. I know Jim's going to be out there talking about a lot of the stuff that he's been doing because he's not in charge of just his company. He also does Portrait Profits alongside us. He does Photo SA, so there's a lot of these things that he's got going on. I want to make sure that our photo community is aware of all of those things, as well as a lot of the other photo community individuals that maybe you haven't met. There's, SA Creatives is going to be out there. We've got, about 3 or 4 other groups that are coming out, especially one that I'm really excited to showcase. It's a new space here in San Antonio called the Art Box. The founder is actually going to be here, and he's going to be talking a little bit about what they do. So again, just a great excuse to get everybody out here. We're going to hang out, really just kick off 2023. And we're gonna do it together. So that's where we're at. So I'm really excited. I hope y'all can make it.
I'll definitely be there, and I'm looking forward to it. All right. Let's see. I'm trying to make us big. There we are. I have to choose the right button.
I know. I was like, I hope y'all can see me and hear me while I actually slide up.
Well, that sounds exciting. So you guys, hopefully you've got that on your calendar. Friday, July 13th, January 13th.
Oh, yeah, January. Did I say July?
No, I did. That's totally.
Put the sliders up there. Y'all got it. January 13th. Friday the 13th.
So a week from Friday
the 13th. Like everybody, like, okay, what am I doing? Oh yeah, Friday the 13th. Go to Digital Pro Lab. Yeah, we're gonna have a good time. We always have a good time when we get together.
Absolutely, that's right. Well, I'm going to invite you to 2 more things. Let's see. Let me bring that up. So you guys, if you've been watching, you know that I do a free business assessment consultation. This is a private session. Now, I do charge for them also, but for you guys who are watching, I'll do one of these every single year until I decide I have overwhelmed the number of them. But I haven't reached that point yet. But take advantage of this. I'll put that on the screen here in a second. Let's see. There we go. And let me take that down and copy it and put it in comments. So that's the address right there, but let me put it in the comments too. So this is just a business assessment consultation to talk about you, your business, where you're heading, and are we heading in the right direction? Are you heading in the right direction with pricing, with marketing, with short-term and long-term goals? Whatever it is that's important to you, that's what we'll talk about. And this calendar will go out for the next 60 days. So if you feel within the next 60 days, you're going to want to discuss your business with someone who's been around for a little while, I'm happy to help you out with that. Just go to that address. It'll take you to my calendar so that you can choose the day that's best for you. We don't have any back and forth. And if you have to reschedule, there's a reschedule link on when you get the confirmation email. So it's pretty easy to work with. And then I also have lunch with Landers. So I take a photographer with me to lunch every single Tuesday. Sometimes that's with my Rotary Club. Sometimes it's just you and me, but it's at the Dominion Country Club. And let's take that off and put that one on. Copy that and then put that in the comments. All right, so that's coming up right now. All right, so that address should be in the comments right now, and you can click on that. It goes straight to my calendar, and it's just a calendar of my Tuesdays that are available. Doesn't show any other day but Tuesdays because I do lunch with Landers on Tuesdays, and all you have to do is show up. I'm paying for lunch, so take advantage of it, and hope to see you there at the Dominion Country Club on a Tuesday soon. All right. Anything else that we need to share before we close this today?
I think that's it for me. Hi, everybody. I miss everybody. I'm excited to see everybody in 2023. I don't do lunch with Landers, but I definitely try and keep my Wednesdays open. So if you ever want to stop by the lab and, schedule something in, or you want to go have coffee, I have programmed myself to be free on Wednesdays, and I can be in and out of the office. And that's usually the time when I actually go out and sit with people and kind of get to know your businesses, so that we can figure out a way that we can partner with each other, help each other grow in the business that we're trying to run. So hopefully you take advantage of that. Come see me.
That's fantastic. Wednesdays.
Wednesday.
Cool. Thanks, Amanda. Another great show. Thank you for all that you do for the show, for all that you do to promote and uplift the San Antonio photography community. You and your team at Digital Pro Lab, you rock. And I think everybody knows who you are and appreciates you and loves you because of all that you're doing to make us look like heroes. So thank you for that.
You're welcome. Thank you, Jim, for everything you do. 100 here pretty soon. Gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah, it is. I'm thinking the same thing.
That's
Can
really
you believe
amazing.
it?
And everybody knows, right? If there's any of those almost 100 episodes that you missed, you can always go back and watch any of them. Either at the Facebook page, they should be on there. But I know the YouTube channels are the best places to go because those are a little bit easier to kind of filter through. Whether you want to go to YouTube and go to Portrait Profits on YouTube, or we actually host them on our Digital Pro Lab YouTube as well. So either of those locations, go check them out. Especially if you have some free time, just have it running in the background and just keep listening. And you can see this one as well again if you missed anything.
That's right. That's right. Well, thanks, Amanda. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And
have a good week, Jim.
thank you. You do the same. All right. So thank you guys for being here today. Thank you for wanting to become a better photographer and growing. Because you know what? Just because you are growing, you are causing other people to grow too. Because we look at other photographers, we see what it is that they're doing, and we grow when they grow. Maybe just a little bit, but everything you do to improve yourself helps you, but it also helps those who are looking at what it is you're doing. And so you are contributing just by being here to uplifting the photographer community. And I want to thank you for that. For Landers Photography School and Digital Pro Lab, this is Jim Landers bringing you the weekly Portrait Profit Show, giving you evolving content, awareness, and even fun to the business side of photography through helpful information, step-by-step processes, and action steps that will help you with the struggles you deal with now, so you are constantly realigned to the path that leads to the success you deserve. Be here every Monday to look at business, the photography business, in a different way. Thank you for investing your time here at the Portrait Profit Show. Bye for now.